Hello everyone, it's Ken, and welcome to Without a Dawn, a visual horror novel where you seek refuge from your constant restless thoughts in a remote cabin. Let's get into it. Are you awake? Open your eyes. Okay, I'm guessing it's a choice-based game. Let's see what we can do. What now? You're feeling anxious. You've been tossing and turning in your bed for a while. Sleep doesn't seem to be coming. You have a feeling that someone is watching you. Someone may be standing behind the window. So do we fall into our overthinking or no? Let's do it. There's no one there. How can you be so sure? You need to get up and check the window. It'll take but a moment. You'll be back in your bed in no time. Get up. Remember to breathe. But don't get too caught up in listening to the sound of your breath. Let it come naturally. Trick yourself into thinking something else. You are safe. Can you see movement through the cracks in the window blinds? Can you see the shadows shifting? There's something or someone out there. Let's open it. Tree branches swaying in the wind. You must feel relieved. It's very silent. You came here to find quiet. We've come to miss the sounds of the city. The restless noises coming from the streets, even those that are violent. Yet they somehow brought you comfort compared to this maddening silence. It's understandable. I wouldn't want to live in somewhere where there's no one around you. There's no expressions of life. You don't hear anything. Just be too lonely. Let's get back into it. Here, you thought you could unwind and rediscover yourself. Find what the hell is wrong with you. It's true that in silence, you can hear yourself more clearly. Let's head back to bed. Wait. Aren't you forgetting something? You must close the window blinds. You know how stressful it is when you leave them open. Let's close them. You made it back to your bed. You're safe. Nothing bad happened. You can fight it. You have the strength to overcome it. But you need to understand what you're dealing with. Do you think it's all in your head? Yes. You can rely on logic. It's your best connection to reality. You're tired. You need sleep. Close your eyes. I think this is her dreaming. 6, 3, 5. One. The passage of time seems different here. The arms of the clock are going back and forth. You find it difficult to experience such irrationality. If there's a sense to any of this, it's not visible. Let's go next dream. I am the man in the gas mask, and I ask you this. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? It's the numbers, the clock. I've forgotten them already. I think 1. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 6. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 3. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 5. Your answers ring true. This interaction represents at the beginning of our connection. Acknowledge my existence. Let's wake up. There was this man in our dreams. The man in the gas mask. Did you find the dream unsettling? Do you believe there is more to it? Okay, so we're given the choice to acknowledge his existence or not. Why not? You feel something was different in this dream. You felt connected to it. He spoke with great concern. Do you think he tried to tell you something? There could be a pattern or meaning in his words. Put your head to work. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. Of course, 15. You keep seeing this number. 15. 15. 15. I think this is just an internal dialogue our character's having with herself. You seem anguished. It is hard for you to fall asleep. You need to check the window again. It will help alleviate your stress. Let's see what happens when we don't follow suit. Can you get rid of the thought? It is difficult for you to resist the urge. You know you should try harder. You can't start tomorrow. You can slip this one time. You're back to bed in no time. Let's keep ignoring it. It will make you feel better. It will ease your stress. I think that's the end of the dialogue. Get up. So it gives you a false sense of choice. You don't really have a choice, I don't think. Let's open the window blinds. There's no trees. You can't see the trees anymore. You're trying to understand why. Could it be a dense fog hindering the view? You're probably right. Let's close them. Wait. Can you see the movement in the distance? Shouldn't the fog hide the shape like it hid the trees? You must find this perplexing. You don't know what you're looking at. It appears as if a shadow is bleeding into the fog surrounding it. It is coming this way. It is slowly growing its presence. The shape is becoming increasingly distinct. It resembles a human. Who is this? You cannot trust your eyes. You are alone here. There is no one here besides you. It's only you and your shadow. Let's close them. Have I lost my mind? You've been under a great deal of stress. You need to get your head straight. Your heart is racing. Your breathing is shallow. Your legs are growing numb. The cold sweat is about to break as your skin turns pale. Do not let it go that far. Try to calm your breathing. Think of something entirely different. Think of the last movie you saw. Try to remember the lyrics of your favorite song. Good. You're starting to stabilize. You're slowly gaining back your strength. You feel shaken and want to return to your bed. It is the only place you feel safe. But first, you must take another look. Let's open them. Okay, they're back. The trees are back. I'm not sure if she's hallucinating or if this is actually happening. You feel relieved seeing the trees again. You are sure it was only your imagination. It was nothing but a feverish dream. You should return to your bed. Let's close them. You made it back to your bed safely. You're tired and craving for sleep. The morning will come and everything will look brighter and more helpful. You'll be fine once you get some rest. Time to close your eyes. Let's sleep. Okay, it's a lighthouse. 3 strokes. 6. The sound of the waves has a unique quality to it. Can you hear the unexplainable clarity in its character? Can you hear the waves whispering distant words? You don't believe the unnatural sound belongs to the sea. The energy passing through the water comes from somewhere unknown. Yet you find the waves calm and peaceful amidst the sad melody. You embrace this beautiful harmony. You are breathing slowly and deeply. Your body and mind are weightless and free from worry. It's rare to achieve such tranquility. You find it difficult to experience both extremes. Your darkness has overshadowed the light for too long. It wasn't always like this. It doesn't always need to be like this. What happens if we wake up? You can't snap out of it. I think that was... Oh no, it's not only 3. What is 3? 15. He's back. I am the man in a gas mask, and I ask you this. Can you bear my silence? I see the dots here. 14. What is wrong in my silence? Your silence has the wrong pattern. How many dots should my silence hold? 15. I understand. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. I've corrected my silence. Who are you? I am the one who can show you the truth. I can help you look past the veil. I assumed the shape of a shadow. I came to your cabin. I will not let you exist in a lie. My silence is now also yours. Follow this newly found connection. Go to the birdhouse. You will find something hidden under the detached roof. Let's wake up. Okay, so these dreams clearly have some sort of deeper meaning to them. If he is able to manifest himself into reality and give us clues on where to find the next path, let's see what happens. Another strange dream. The man in a gas mask appeared to you again. Does that seem uncanny to you? Yes. You must be anxious and scared, but also intrigued. You don't know what to believe. You think he spoke convincingly, but it's hard for you to accept that a dream can hold any truth. You consider yourself logical, but don't want to rule anything out. You can sense things you can't hear or see. This spiritual side of you may follow some secret logic, a logic that has yet to be discovered. You're tired of this recurring conflict in your head. Be that as it may, you can't stop thinking about what he said. Should you go outside and check the birdhouse? Let's see if we have a choice. No. Your dream will continue to haunt you. You're not going to get out your head. See, you know you're going to do it eventually. You're trying to resist, but now's not the time. One more? Yeah. It's likely nothing. It's going to rain soon. Normally you'd love some rain. The sound has a calming effect on you, but you don't want to get wet. You better get going before it starts raining. Let's go outside. Should have worn a coat. This bitter autumn wind is chilling to the bone, yet you find it refreshing. There's something purifying and healing about the wind. Perhaps the physical sensation on your skin tricks your mind into focusing solely on it. The wind makes you feel more connected with this world. This world? But then again, what the hell are you doing here? It's in the middle of the night. You're standing outside catching a cold because you had a dream. Would a sane person act like this? You don't think it matters, do you? No one is sane. You don't care whether you of sound mind or not. All you want is to feel better. You want to wake up feeling calm and content. You need to find a way to prevent yourself from falling into negative thoughts. It's going to rain soon. You need to get to the birdhouse. Let's go to the birdhouse. You were here by the birdhouse. Do you still want to do this? Let's do it. You're not sure you have a choice. I don't think this game gives me a choice. I think it, like I said, I think it gives you this false sense of freedom, but in reality, you don't have any choice in the path you're able to take. Unless it's really specific. You're not sure you have a choice. You feel like your hands are tied. Can you see the spot where the ground looks different? The ground is bare of leaves and branches. Someone has been here recently. As you realize this, can you feel your heart beating irregularly? Can you feel the sense of dread creeping in? This fear creates a gap in your psyche you can't control. It's overpowering your thoughts and even memories, recoloring and forging them formless. But you must not give in. Try not to lose yourself in your thoughts, not when they are at their darkest. You can feel it coming again. Your breath is turning shallow. Allow your lungs to breathe without you intervening. You must think of something else. Can you remember the color of your friend's eyes? Can you remember their birthday? Good. You feel a sense of relief washing over you. You're safe. You are ready to search the birdhouse. What do you expect to find? Nothing. If you go by the logic, that is the most likely outcome. But you need to see it for yourself. Only then can you get this out of your system. There's only one way to find out. Let's remove the roof. You cannot believe it. You've discovered a box hidden in the birdhouse. You must be terrified. You don't understand what this means. Could the man in the gas mask assume a physical form? You're trying to wrangle this deeply unsettling question, but you struggle to find an explanation. Do you believe it was he who hid the box? He told us to acknowledge his presence, I think he said. So let's follow suit. You can't come up with any other explanation. He may be more than a fragment of your imagination. You're trying to understand what it means. Be that as it may. Someone placed the box here recently. Can you feel your sense of security fading away? You might not be here alone after all. This frightening thought is starting to grow in you. You must be wondering what's inside the box. You should head back inside first. Let's get to the cabin. You're standing at the front of the cabin. Why would you stop here? The front door is ajar. Someone's been here. You can't remember if you've closed the front door. You left so hurriedly that you didn't even remember to take your coat. You were distracted and not thinking straight. It would make sense if you also forgot to close the front door. Yet, there have been numerous strange occurrences. You don't know what to believe anymore. It all feels so confusing and empty to you. Don't let that numbness devour joy from the things you love. You didn't stop caring. There's something constantly out of sync, like two cogs that never align at the right time. You came here to heal. What did you wish to find? More things to die for. You want to find something new, or to revive something old. You understand what you need. It's only a matter of how. You should get inside and see what the box holds. Let's get inside. You made it safely back inside. I just want to say I love the ambience. It's very nostalgic. But you're so fixated on the box that everything else around you disappears. The way you hold the box effortlessly indicates its light. You're trying to deduce its contents based on its weight. Your thoughts are racing. Violent images are surfacing in your mind. There could be something horrible in the box. Why would you think of the darkest things first? Is it easier for you to dwell on such thoughts? Be that as it may, You should open the box. Not sure I want to. Anyone would hesitate in your situation. But you know you can't let this slide. You found something at the location indicated by your dream. You're trying to comprehend it. You can't come to a logical conclusion with the information you've got. You need to open the box and see what you can learn. Let's open the box. You found a phone inside the box. Upon closer examination, you notice something unsettling. Isn't that your phone? It can't be. You're confused. You're trying to understand how this is possible. You must be aware of how unusual this is. How did your phone end up in the box? Let's rationalize. You're still able to act reasonably. After all this bewilderment, your ability to reason may be the key to unlocking the truth. Try to remember the last time you used your phone. I don't know. Can you recall when you arrived at this cabin? Stay quiet. You have no recollection of how you got to this place. Now that you reflect on it, you don't know where you are. This place is unfamiliar to you. You don't know how long you've been here. Coming to realize this must be frightening. Is it possible that you were the one to hide the phone? You came here to seek solitude, to get your head straight. Your phone serves as a window to a world filled with violence and hypocrisy. You couldn't look the other way. You needed an exit from all that. You may have decided to resist temptation by tucking away your phone. Does that sound like something you do? It's possible. You find comfort in this assumption. You're mentally exhausted. You're not well. The night amplifies your thoughts. Everything feels more burdensome and impossible. You need to get some sleep. There could be clarity with the dawn. Let's head back to bed. Do you find it bizarre? What? When you think of something specific, it tends to manifest in one way or another. You may notice these things only when you pay attention to them. You find it somewhat uncanny, but believe there's really nothing else to it. But what have you considered that there could be something more? A greater truth? Sometimes you feel like you're viewing the world through this thin, transparent veil. You find it hard to believe anything is real. Do you ever find yourself consumed by compulsive thoughts? Thoughts that you don't share with anyone? Thoughts that cause you anxiety and stress? Sometimes, even happy memories feel boundless and imperfect without reason. The veil may not exist after all. It may be your mind trying to protect itself from prolonged stress. Maybe you should seek help. You may be right. The longer it takes, the easier it is to procrastinate. You should think about it. Be that as it may. The best thing for you right now is to get some rest. Let's close your eyes. Okay, what is this? I think that's our character. You're screaming in the darkness, leaning against a cold concrete wall. You're looking at yourself with the eyes of someone else. Abrupt flashes of mindless gore. Your body is shaking and writhing without control. You're attempting to avert your gaze, but you can't tear your eyes away from the grey walls and the grey corner. You've seen flashes of triangular silhouette on the horizon. It is towering on the black water, waves as it pulses, brown noise as its voice. It is calling you. Urgency, disarray, despair, shame, panic. Tony briefly. May echo of the screams remains. You're furthering away. You're floating to safety. Extreme. I'm the man in the gas mask, and I ask you this. Do you believe in my existence? I know we've established that we probably don't have a choice in this game. I think I'm gonna try and just not acknowledge his existence and see what happens. I'll probably be forced to say yes anyway, but why not try? Will you trust my benevolence? No. Will you accept my truth? No. If I lead, will you follow? No. You fully deny me, and yet I am here to help you. You have been confined for too long. You need to see what's on the other side of the veil. I can show you. The path is concealed within the gallery. Let's wake up. Looks like you won't be getting any sleep. You can't shake the image of the man in the gas mask from your head. Do you think he is malevolent? Not sure. I think so, maybe. You're suspicious of him. You struggle to decide if he exists or not. But could it be he is trying to convey something? He might be trying to help you. You need closure. You need to find clarity amid this dissonance. You're tired of temporarily mending your well-being. You want to find something long-lasting. Isn't that the reason you came here? You must make it through the night. Maybe you should listen to the man in the gas mask. Maybe he's the one who can help you. I don't know if I can. You need to take a leap of faith. Maybe there's a clue in what he said. You remember him mentioning a gallery. Could it mean the gallery in your phone? Could be worth a look. Let's pick up the phone. Unlock it. You unlocked your phone. The gallery is already open. It is a picture of your cabin, the one you were in. You must have taken this photo upon your arrival, even though you can't remember doing so. Let's swipe right. Let's go backwards. There are no more recent pictures available. This is the latest photo. Okay, let's swipe left. Here's a picture of your friends. You remember the day you took this photo. It was unusually sunny and warm, mid-fall day. You all went out to enjoy the sunshine and a few drinks. Later, it started pouring like never before. You were all wet and cold, but happy at the end of the day. It is a memory to treasure for you. You're wondering how your friends are doing. Do you think you've been a good friend? You feel like you have taken your friends for granted. You should call them more frequently. Ask them how they're doing more often. Do not let them fade out of your life. You will need them and their laughter. I took a dark turn. Swipe right. Oh, whoops. Swipe left. You're still struggling to watch photos of her. She passed away recently. You miss her so much that there are no words to describe it. Do you feel like you let her down? You knew she was old and not well. You did the right thing by letting her go. Deep down inside, you understand and accept this. There will come a day where grief turns into a fond memory. Swipe left. It is a picture of an old mill. You find it somehow familiar. You have seen it near the cabin, yet you cannot remember taking this picture. A sense of dread is starting to build within you as you realize the order of the photos. You took this picture before your dog passed away. This image is months old. You don't remember when you came here, but you're sure that you came here after saying goodbye to your dog. Your head is trying to process this paradox. Have you been here before? Have you already done all this? Are you trapped in some unnatural cycle? Everything has been such a blur to you lately. Be that as it may, when you see something strange in this image. No, I'm gonna have to arrange my glasses, fix my glasses, sorry. The window, maybe? You find it difficult to discern what you were looking at. Zoom in. The man with a gas mask. What did you think you saw? There was someone in the photo. It wasn't you. You must have taken the photo. You must find the current turn of events terrifying. This is the moment where your logic begins to fail you. The great disorder in your head is spiraling out of control. You can feel it physically bounding your head, attempting to break free. There is no way for you to regain control. You resisted for so long. You can't hold it any longer. You must surrender to chaos. What do you have to lose? Everything. Let's try and be optimistic here. The things you were holding on to no longer have much. Okay. I think if this game did have some sort of path that you could choose, like the good ending and the bad ending, I'm definitely heading toward the bad ending. I'm not sure which choice that I may have made that has decided that for me, but might as well finish it. Let's go. You're starting to cave in. This amorphous mass of anxiety and stress has grown unbearable. It has physically begun to weigh down on your shoulders. The dawn can help alleviate some of your burdens, but you can't shoulder them for the night. You must act before you get crushed under all that weight. What should I do? Find the man in the gas mask. You must confront him if he is real. You must cast him away if he is a figment of your imagination. Go to the old mill. Seek out to him. Let's go. The front door is open yet again. Can you remember if you closed it? Okay, this game is... The clear goal is to make you second guess. To make you second guess if he's real or not. To make you second guess if you're going crazy or not. And to make you question why this character is here and what is she going through. She clearly has some anxiety problems. Overthinking for sure, restless thoughts. Well, I guess we'll find out. I think I did. Are you certain? Can you picture the moment when you closed the door? When you were anxious earlier. When you noticed the door was open. Surely you wanted to avoid repeating your mistake. So how come the door was open? Someone else left it open. I may have left it open. You feel that's the most likely explanation. But you can't be so sure. It leaves you in a doubt. Suddenly, Your thoughts are dawn to a strange feeling. Look at my left wrist. I'm not sure what meaning this has, but let's look at my left wrist. Does your hand feel numb? Sometimes you feel there's something more than blood coursing through your veins. These thoughts come to you with urgency. You don't know why. Your thoughts are not related to anything concrete. They are just thoughts. Try not to think about it. Instead, set your mind to the old mill. You're bound to find some answers there. Let's get going. How strange. You feel more at ease now that you're out of the cabin. Previously it was the other way around. A drizzling rain has replaced the chilly autumn wind. It's still cold outside, but you don't mind. You welcome it. Any physical sensation draws you closer to reality. It guides you in the right direction and allows you to breathe more freely. You can feel the gravel beneath your feet more distinctly. A feeling that provides you with comfort. A feeling that reassures you of your existence in this space. You are here. You are alive. If only you could feel such presence and connection more often. You think it's unfair. You're not a bad person. Why are you being tormented like this? You put on a brave face and pretend you're fine. You make sure they don't see how broken you are. But is that strength or quite the opposite? How much of yourself are you willing to keep hidden? Be that as it may, you should get going. This path leads to the old mill. Let's get going. The old mill lies just beyond that ridge. You're almost there. That branch. Well, you heard something. It sounded like a branch snapping nearby. A strange feeling comes over you as you realize you're not alone. Take a moment to steady your breath. Try to avoid paying too much attention to the sound of your breathing. Let it come naturally. Trick yourself into thinking something else. You got this. Can you see something in the distance? It's coming this way. It's the man in the gas mask. That is not the man in the gas mask. It's a grizzly bear. Oh yeah, it is. You must stay very still. I can't remember if that's what you're supposed to do when you see a grizzly bear. Can you feel a surge of adrenaline kicking in? Your heart is thumping into your chest. Fight or flight. But you can't run. It would be suicidal to start running. You should retrace your steps slowly back the way you came. But your legs are feeling like jelly. You struggle to move them. You struggle to stand still. The tension has become intolerable. You must get out of this situation. You want to close your eyes and count to 10. Out of sight, out of mind. Live or die. Roll yourself to a chance. I'm not sure how closing your eyes would help. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hear it growling. 7, 8. Oops. 9. 10. Open your eyes. You're slowly looking at your surroundings, but you can't see the bear anymore. It didn't see you as a threat. You were defenseless, but it meant you no harm. It looks like you're safe. You have never encountered a grizzly bear before. You feel both shaken and exhilarated by this encounter. Bears have always been meaningful to you in some way. They periodically appear in your dreams. Do you believe your dreams are trying to tell you something? I believe so. You found a pattern in their appearance. Bears may symbolize a significant change in your life. Be that as it may, you should get going. The old mill is waiting for you just over that ridge. Let's get to the old mill. You are here at the old mill. The night has reached its darkest moment. There's very little light left. You feel the coldness differently when in darkness. You find it more piercing and desperate. You feel it's unforgiving and somehow final. You no longer welcome it. The drizzle has soaked your clothes. You're tired and cold. The old mill looks deserted. The unpleasant scent of damp, swollen wood fills your nostrils. You're thinking of turning back, aren't you? Yes. No. No one would blame you if you did. It looks like there's nothing here. This is such a hard pill to swallow for you. Deep down inside, you believe that you would find something here. So my thoughts aren't always true. I mean, obviously, but in this game. Your heart skips a beat. The old mill comes alive. You're starting to feel dizzy due to the sudden rush of thoughts and emotions. You stand quietly, trying to steady your breathing, soothe your head, but there's no way to separate and organize your thoughts. They come like flashes. You can grab them briefly before you realize they're gone. How could anyone navigate their way through such cacophony? Broken words are spiraling from this chaos into your head. I am waiting for you. You feel shaken and at your limit. You must focus all your remaining energy. He's waiting for you in the old mill. Let's continue. You're standing at the bottom of the stairs that lead to the old mill. You feel hesitant to take these steps. There is no clarity in the storm inside your head. How could philosophy and spirituality take hands with logic? Where do you draw the line? All that you know, these could be the first steps to psychosis. I was going to say that actually. It feels like an episode of Psychosis. The way she's second guessing everything she does, blaming herself for everything. Or the last. You wish you could silence the voices in your head, but you can't. They're constantly looking for meaning. They're searching for anything to explain this mad world. For this can't be all that there is. So here you stand, at the foot of your mountain. Are you ready to take the steps? I'm ready. You can no longer rely on logic. The man in the gas mask is waiting for you in the old mill. He may hold an explanation. The moment has come. What leg should we step first? There's clearly some sort of meaning toward the left and right. Or maybe that's the point they're trying to portray, that there's no meaning towards what option you choose of the two options, because either way you're going to fall down the same path anyway. If you move forward, the The leg you start with doesn't matter. The end goal is still the same, I guess. So let's step forward. Let's step first with the right leg. 5th step. And you can't take the stairs without counting the steps. You haven't found a way to ignore the urge, and you're not even sure you want to. The number of steps could hold a deeper meaning. Yeah, this is clearly something more than I thought it was. There may be this hidden and recurring pattern waiting to be revealed. That doesn't make much sense, does it? You feel conflicted, but you won't stop counting, not now. Let's continue. 10. You're nearly there, with just a few steps remaining. You can feel a cold shiver run repeatedly over your body. You're starting to breathe more consistently as the light from the meal grows brighter. It carries a sense of relief. It whispers a promise of warmth. It offers you shelter from this darkness. You're almost at the top. Let's continue climbing. She's in her pajamas, by the way, and no shoes in the middle of the night with rain. So outside looking in, she's clearly having some sort of mental breakdown. I think we can add that context into this. Continue climbing. 15 steps, if you count the landing, which you always do. 15. Do you think it's yet another sign or mere coincidence? Again, we're given the choice to accept his presence, acknowledge his presence, or mark it up with just pure coincidence. Let's embrace it. Does that feel like someone is calling you? Does it feel like someone is calling you? Can you feel someone holding your hand, leading you here? You found the stairs to the old mill mentally draining. Both your body and mind are weary. You're finally here. The storm is raging, as are your restless thoughts. There's nothing about this old door between you and the man in the gas mask. For the first time, could there be clarity in the chaos? A glimpse of hope. Let's get inside. Do not be afraid. I'm no longer a mere shadow or a voice in your head. I led you here. I guided your hand with whispers in your ear. I permeated your dreams and thoughts like ink bleeds into the black water. I was born from silence. I have manifested from the shadow of the grey corner. I am night without a dawn. I'm here. You have sensed something almost tangible in the darkness. You've come so close, you can almost reach out and touch it. But you still don't know what it is. Yet, you have heard the waves whisper of its existence. Listen closely. These waves are born from the pulse of the triangular pyramid. Yes, the one you've seen in your dreams. It stands on black water behind the all-distorting veil. Your search for something more has finally come to an end. You can find the truth you've been craving for in the three faces of the pyramid. But it lies hidden behind the veil, which you can only perceive in darkness. Therefore, I had to challenge your logic and reason. I disguised myself in your silence. I wore you out with the endless whispers from the quiet. I filled you with doubt and resentment. I introduced you to the necessary darkness. I will show you the truth that is good and just. The truth that is concealed by the all-distorting veil. Again, the choice of acknowledging him and accepting him or denying. Let's try push. I serve a single purpose. I have nothing to gain by lying to you. You must look past things that are holding you here. I've observed your loved ones from the darkness. I've stood in the shadow of the grey corner. I've heard them quietly whisper their prayer. You are causing them to take. You are a burden to them. Can't be right. They know the weight of the worries you're carrying. Where were they when you needed them the most? You shouldn't give them another thought. They are nothing but silhouettes distorted by the great veil. There's no shame in finding comfort in that thought. You need to let them go. You must cut away any ties that you have left in this world. For the veil's greatest trick was to disguise itself in the light. Only then you can plummet into the blackness where the veil cannot exist. Look at my eyes, they are like knives. And with my gaze I will cut through the great veil. I will show you the way. I will walk you across the black water. I will help you tear down the veil once and for all. I first came to you in your dreams. Now accept me in the flesh. Look at your hands. No. You have poison coursing through your veins. A cancer that stops you from seeing and sensing what is real. It has deceived you with the false things to keep you tamed and content. But in the dark, you've started to sense its presence. It is difficult to turn away from love, joy and happiness. It is hard to close your eyes for the last light. But know that this light I speak of is artificial and false. And because of the nature of things, you must bleed. With my eyes, I will release the poison out of you. Okay, I'm not sure what to do. I'm acting like I even have a choice. Look, I'm gonna hesitate and let's see if it lets me hesitate. You're thinking of your loved ones. Let go of them. Just hesitate. Let go of the ties that keep you here. Let go of their memory. You are scared. Don't be afraid. I will wash away your fear in the darkness. Take my hand and follow me. Yeah, I've exhausted that dialogue. Accept it. Don't resist. Clarity. No pain, no doubt. Old will turn to warmth. A sense of calm will follow. Let go of the discord. Let go of the worries. Just let go of the worries. Leave all the woe to the other side of the veil. Breathe slowly. Listen. Can you hear it? Can you hear the dissonance drowning in the sea? Can you hear it sinking in the beautiful brown noise? Let's listen to the brown noise. There's no false light. where the water begins. Can you hear me? Something is happening. The pyramid has risen from the surface of the black water. It is slowly rotating in the air. Its base is turning into a face, and its face is turning into a base. A new truth has emerged. Is it too late? Please help me. I realize the truth has an ever-shifting nature. Can you hear me? I repeat myself. The truth has an ever-shifting nature. Please, can you hear me? I will scream into the black water. The truth has an ever-shifting nature. I don't know what becomes of me. Help me. Okay. I think that's the end of the game. Wow, that was such an experience. That was great. It was very scary actually, but not in the traditional like jump scary-ish horror game. This one really does make you like double guess, make you think of a deeper meaning within the meaning within the game. Yeah, I love the visuals. The graphics of this game are insane. Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. It was Gen signing off. Peace.